What's up, you guys? Welcome back again to your HeroClix headquarters. Today, I've got a couple of teams featuring Wakanda Hulkbuster here that I wanted to kind of showcase. And, you can check them out, maybe give yourself some ideas of building around this awesome new Iconix figure. So, without further ado, let's just dive right in. Of course, if you guys haven't seen this figure yet, we'll take a quick look at him. And he has the new Wakanda team ability, which gives you stealth, as well as the Avengers team ability for that +1 attack. You got Avengers Wakanda Armor Robot Vehicle. So for the first team we'll be looking at, we'll do the Avengers theme team, and then we also have a vehicle theme team to take a look at as well. So he's got super senses traded, which is great, and then when Wakanda Hulkbuster is KO'd, you may generate a character named Black Panther from your sideline on their last non-KO click. That Black Panther can't be healed or replaced and isn't scored when KO'd, protected pulse wave. So really, in my opinion, the best Black Panther for this trait right now is the one from the starter set, the new 2024 Marvel starter set. On his last click, he's not too bad. If you just say that he's the 75-point version, then he's got traded toughness and stuff, and it doesn't really matter because he's not scored when KO'd anyway. But when we do get the Black Panther set, there'll be some better options for sure. So for both these teams, we're actually going to be playing him at the full 125 points. I just personally prefer that line. I think it's really cool. He's got 12 attack, super strength, 20 defense with invincible, 4 damage with outwit, giant size, 4 range. It's got this starting charge flurry, and opposing characters can't be given more than 1 free action per turn, so it limits your opponent's free actions, which is great. Then later on, he has a special Poison and Quake, and when he damages an opposing character after resolutions, give that character an action token. And then on his last few clicks, he has Invulnerability, and adjacent opposing characters modify their attack and defense -1 for every action token they have. It doesn't really line up with that other effect that gives them tokens, unfortunately, but it is still, pretty nice to have. And he goes into Perplex and Prob, so throughout the dial, he's got all the major, supporting abilities. But yeah, I just want this guy to really run in there and smash things. So we're going to be playing him at the full point value for the Charge Flurry and all the other cool stuff he can do. So, like I said, we're going to be doing Avengers first. So one of the first things I wanted to pair him with was, of course, the super rare Spider-Man from Avengers 60th. This guy's super good. We're just going to be playing him at the 25-point line. So it'll just be a couple clicks long. But for one, he does have the ability to reroll an attack roll when he's attacked once per turn, which is pretty nice. He's got Spider-Man and Team Player, and he gives all friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Avengers keyword the Team Player team ability. So our Hulkbuster will be able to copy the Spider-Man allied team ability and thus get +1 to his Super Sense rolls because he's got those traded Super Senses. And otherwise, he's just got another outwit, super strength. You can knock him onto that last click there with the lava terrain, or there's other tricks like TKing elevation out from under him, stuff like that. But yeah, basically, if you can get him there, it's great because he's got Charge Flurry also, and these other effects. When he hits, you can choose to give a hit character an action token, modify their attack -2, or they gain immobile till your next turn. So really great options there. Like I said, if you can land on it, pretty awesome. And mainly he's just there to be, giving our Hulkbuster the +1 super senses. Next up, we've got the Pegasus Captain America. This dude's super freaking awesome too. So we've got a lot of big epic sculpts on this Avengers team. But he is going to have Energy Shield Deflection and Leadership, and other friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Asgardian or Avengers keywords can use Energy Shield Deflection. So making that 20 defense a 22 from range is going to be really nice. We're just playing him at the 40-point line there. So we get some Empower as well. And he has, hypersonic speed, and when he hits, after resolutions, choose up to 2 friendly characters. This turn, the chosen characters can use charge and modify speed +1 when they use it. So that's another way you can just give Spidey charge as well if you need to. But also his special attack power that when he targets a single character with an attack, that character can't use defense powers is really, really strong. Cut straight through stop clicks and stuff like that. So he's kind of like our main secondary attacker, but also kind of buffs the team up, giving them all ESD and, empower and leadership and all that stuff. So Pretty awesome. Next up, for only 20 points, we're going to be playing Robbie Reyes from the, Wheels of Vengeance set. So taking a look at his card here, he has Perplex, but only to modify speed, and when Robbie uses it to target a character with the vehicle keyword, he may instead modify speed +2, and until your next turn, the targeted character has Mystics. So a really great combo with the Hulkbuster. The Wakanda Hulkbuster here has vehicle keyword, so he gets that +2 speed and Mystics. For only 20 points, not too bad. He doesn't really do anything else for us. He just kind of sits there to perplex his speed up. Pretty much gives us full map reach, though, is the main thing we're looking for. Because the next figure we're playing is Doctor Strange from Avengers Forever. The uncommon Doctor Strange is one of my all-time favorite Doctor Stranges, one of my all-time favorite support figures in general. He does have traded leadership that can spawn out some astral Doctor Stranges and potentially a Wong as well. And then he has telekinesis, and telekinesis as free, but only to target himself. And then energy shield deflection and super senses as well, so he can also benefit from getting the +1 senses from the Spidey TA. He also has Perplex on his dial and some running shot, not to mention Defenders and Mystics TA, so he's pretty nasty himself. He can be a pretty decent little secondary attacker, and he can spawn some enhancement dudes with the Astral Stranges. Alright, and of course, last but not least, to fill out the last 50 points of the team, sorry, it's both Scott Porters. I know. I know people are pretty sick of seeing those. You know what? If you don't want to use these Scott Porters, you can pretty much use any other figure that has TK and, maybe some Perplex. Probably like a Scarlet Witch or something would probably be fine. They're just so good for what they do. They fit on any theme team. They really make theme teams actually good. Without them, there'd be almost no point to playing a theme team right now. So I like to put them on a lot of my teams because I like to build theme teams. But the main strategy here will, if you guys don't know what the Scott Porters do, they do 1,000,001 things. I usually like to at least hold it up and let you pause to read if you don't know what they do. So there you go. They do a lot of stuff. They're really, really good. But anyway, all right, so the main thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have the black shirt Scott Porter to TK our Wakanda Hulkbuster out 4 squares. And then you can also perplex him up. You can perplex his speed up here, +2 with Robbie. You can perplex his attack up or whatever else you might need to. Perplex his speed +1 if you need to. But you got 2 perplexes here. I forgot to mention, we're going to put the yellow ring on this guy. I always put the yellow ring on Scott Porter for free. But you got 2 perplexes there. You can up his stats if need be as well. And then we're going to have our Doctor Strange use his free TK to TK himself out 4 squares as well. And then once he's up here next to Wakanda Hulkbuster, he can perplex up his attack or movement or whatever else. We got like so many perplexes on this team. And then he can TK him out 4 more again. And then from there, if you really want to get crazy, you can actually just have Spider-Man basically full move out here and outwit something if you want to try to do that. Otherwise, you just have the Wakanda Hulkbuster full charge flurry on the opposing team, and should be pretty easy to get there. You got 2 TKs to get him out 8 squares. You can +2 perplex his speed from Robbie. He's already an 8, so that gets him a 6 square charge. Plus, he's got 2 square giant reach as well. So you should have no problems hitting them in their starting area and, getting a big flurry off, hopefully KOing at least 1 or 2 figures. And then you kind of just sit there in their face with a, 20 defense, 22 from range. You could have used some of those perplexes on his defense, maybe. Maybe he's got 23 from range, 21 up close, 22 up close. Who knows? So he's pretty beastly just sitting there. You got 4 through 6 senses, invincible. You can outwit their outwits. So, they have less ways to get through all of his defenses. You kind of just move up the rest of your team behind him and get in position for them to, come in and attack as well. Also, he could be in stealth, potentially if he's in hindering. So yeah, he's pretty well defended at that point. And, you know, if they hit him, they hit him. Oh, well, not really the end of the world. You can heal him across the map with Black Shirt Scott Porter. So yeah, that's pretty much the main strategy there of this version of the team. So let's clear all them away. I'll leave the Scott Porters because they're going to be here for the next team. Like I said, this is a vehicle theme team. Which actually means we are going to be keeping the Robbie Reyes as well. So for this version of the team, like I promised, we got two versions today. So we got the Wakanda Hulkbuster at 125. We've got both Scott Porters at 25 points. And we will have the Robbie Reyes for 20 points again, because we still need that +2 perplex on speed. Oh, he's got Mystics too. I forgot to mention that. Once he's up there, he'll have Mystics. So even if they do hit him, they're going to take some Mystics for it at least. So rounding out this vehicle theme team, number one, we got Frenchie. I think Frenchie sitting in the co-pilot seat of the Wakanda Hulkbuster is just so good because we have the ability to give him any of the powers he has on any of these clicks here. So it's definitely going to be sidestep and close combat expert, you guys, 100%. If you really, really want to, you can give him, you know, the precision strike or maybe his own perplex, but I really don't see any of those coming up near as much as the sidestep and close combat expert. It's just super duper useful, you know, makes his flurry that much more effective, so he'll be a 13 attack for 5 damage with the flurry. And he does have Avengers TA, so he can, you know, potentially get himself up to a 14 without any other perplexes or anything. 15, you know, with the white shirt giving him +1 across the map. So yeah, pretty awesome there. And then we also have the Cyclops, the new rare figure from Deadpool Weapon X. He has a vehicle keyword, and he does some pretty awesome things for it, actually. He's got support and support as free, but only to target characters with the robot or vehicle keyword. When he uses support as free, the chosen character can use energy shield deflection until your next turn. So the cool thing is you can kind of just target him with the support as free to give him ESD until your next turn. It doesn't say they have to be healed, technically, just that he has to use support on them. So I don't think there's anything saying you can't target them with support if they're at full health. And then he also has Sidestep and Force Blast on his special movement power. With some penetrating blast and leadership, so he's going to be our main leadership this time. And to go with him, we're going to equip him with a motorcycle because he needs a little, you know, vehicle action of his own. So he's going to get the running shot and the passenger 1 effect there. Yeah, the damage is passenger 1. So yeah, running shot will help him out. Sidestep, Force Blast, Running Shot, Improved Targeting destroys blocking. You know, he's got support as free for our vehicles, and he's basically just our leadership otherwise. So this team is a little more basic. Oh, we also have a few extra points left over. I threw on a Lucas, Scott, and PJ Pog. I know not everybody's going to have this, but, you know, there's like 5 points left over. You could use any other random Pog figure that's 5 points, or maybe equip somebody with like a 5-point equipment or something. I don't know, whatever you want to fill it with, but I think this is the best choice if you got it. So what we're going to be doing here, pretty much the same strategy for the main thing is just perplexing his speed +2 here with Robbie, TKing him out 4 squares with our black shirt, and then he can actually sidestep because he'll have sidestep from Frenchie, and, you know, we don't need to do the extra second TK and everything. You can perplex his speed up another +1 if you need to, perplex his attack or his, you know, defense up as needed. Another cool thing is and of course, before you do that, don't forget to, you know, free support him so he'll have ESD for the turn. And then you can also have Cyclops carry up the Pog, just drop it next to him, so then he can charge because he's giant size. He can carry the regular size person here, so he can get that empower from them, and then he'll, you know, drop it behind him. He'll have the protected pulse wave that they give. If you guys didn't already know, I should have pointed that out. Sorry. They do have a trait that says them and their adjacent friendly characters' powers have protected pulse wave. So yeah. Basically gives all of him protected pulse wave. Again, he'll have ESD thanks to him. He'll have Mystics thanks to him. This one is definitely more of a putting all your eggs in one basket kind of team, because, you know, you got Frenchie buffing him. You got him carrying the Pog to buff him some more. You just kind of have a little couple support figures in the back. And, you know, Cyclops can kind of come out of nowhere and, you know, get like a running shot, penetrating blast. And also, if you just move him up enough to drop this next to him, you can have Robbie +2 his speed, so he can sidestep and then running shot +2 and shoot 6, so he can probably reach across the map as well and, you know, get a good shot in there. And if he can get close enough, he can support him for free if he did take a hit. So that's pretty nice too. So yeah, that's the vehicle team, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about both these teams in the comments below. Do you like the Avengers version better or the vehicle version better? Personally, I think the Avengers version might be a little bit better overall, but I can't help but really like the vehicle theme team. I don't know why. I just really enjoy the putting all your eggs in one basket, making him even more ridiculous to get over there and flurry for like 6 damage because the close combat expert and the empower. I think that's pretty fun. And don't forget the knockback from the super strength either, you guys. Get that extra damage in where you can. But yeah, it's a great team either way. Let me know which one you guys like best. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button. It does help me out a lot. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more, check the links in the description for the Patreon so you can see your name here in the credits with all these other awesome people. And as little as $1 a month gets you entered into my monthly giveaways. So check that out if that interests you. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys. Thanks again so much for watching. Till next time, this has been HeroClix Headquarters, signing off.